We have no orders to save you. Remembering Gujarat. Riots in the Indian context, it is sad to say, are not anything new. Since its independence in 1947, India has had to face this phenomenon quite often. In fact, a more thorough analysis may well draw, as Ornit Shani does, a genealogy that dates back to the late 19th century. Be that as it may, there are certain features of what happened in Gujarat in 2002 that mark it out as one rather unique moment in India's dark history of communal violence. These may be listed as: Number 1, the sustained inaction of the state both on a local governmental level and national governmental level. Number 2, the complicity of the Hindu middle classes in the preparation of the violence or the condoning of the state's inability or unwillingness to step in. Number 3, the entrenchment of Hindutva ideology in Indian politics and of Gujarat as the nerve centre of this fascistic form of Hinduism. One of the most alarming facts to come out of the whole chaos of those months beginning on February 28, 2002 is the horrendous complicity of the state in what happened. Indeed, because of this feature, it is not proper to term what happened as riots or communal violence. I am going to follow Ornit Shani's lead and refer to these events from here on in as state-sponsored terrorism. Smita Narula, senior South Asia researcher for Human Rights Watch, said that what happened in Gujarat was not a spontaneous uprising. It was a carefully orchestrated attack against Muslims. The attacks were planned in advance and organized with extensive participation of the police and state governmental officials. In a paper delivered at a conference held at King's College, Cambridge in August 2002, Shani said that Gujarat ought not to be read as a breakdown of law and order, but the state's willed withdrawal of its responsibility toward the security of its citizens. The message sent out to Indian Muslims was that the state cannot be relied on to offer them protection, which, in the words of another attendee of the conference, Raj Chandavakar, is, quote, an extraordinary thing to say to around 120 million of its citizens, as well as Indians who consider themselves as possessing a minority identity, end quote. Such a form of state terrorism should highlight the way in which terror is not necessarily of the type that we are shown in the media alone, that perpetrated by individuals or a peripheral organization, which, according to certain Western ideologues, operates a vast underground network. So entrenched is this present narrative that it has monopolized our imagination. Terrorism is something that is often the product of state machinery, and, as Gujarat shows, even a democracy cannot stand out as an exception. This second narrative is important for us to contemplate because its alternative perspective broadens our understanding and counters the colonization of our minds to dominant narratives woven by Fox News, Melanie Phillips, and their ilk. In the case of Gujarat, the police, the main component of a state's law and order machinery, became complicit in the acts. A 75-page report produced by the Human Rights Watch implicated the police in nearly every case of violence against Muslims.